Kelvin, you've been through a lot of games. The emotion just of today was senior day, but can you kind of put into words those last few seconds there to have a shot like that win the game?
Well, there's so many fortunate bounces. Sometimes just the ball will bounce. You know, the ball that Boogie Ellis shot to tie it. But think about it, the ball hit, I think, 2 or 3 different people on the way out. Could have bounced anywhere, but it bounced right to him. He's an outstanding shooter, and he made a great shot. But that's a fortunate bounce, you know. But he deserves all the credit because he hit a tough shot. What I like is our kids just don't hang their heads. You know, usually when you got a chance to win the game, game's almost over. Just get the rebound, the game's over. But we didn't. We called timeout. We work in the game situations. We call that, we actually have a name for that, but you don't never know if you know, we hadn't used it all year. We haven't had a situation where we had to use it all year. But we did today. You know, very fortunate to make the shot, very fortunate to win the game. But on a day we couldn't make open shots. I mean, we had a ton of open looks today, especially in the last 5 minutes. To win a shot like that almost seems unfair. But hey, we've been on the other side of that. Poole from Michigan hits one, beats us when we were up 2 or 3 with, no, we were up 4. And then we were up 3, and then we're up 2, and then he hits a shot to beat us by 1 at the buzzer. Tyler Hero from Kentucky, go to the Elite 8. You know, he hits a deep 3 just like that. So maybe the good Lord decided it was our time. Maybe just to balance the scale. But you know, if you coach long enough, you're going to be on both sides of those. I've had other games over the years where we've hit them at the buzzer to win, and you just that's no different than Poole shot and Hero shot. Sometimes you just balances out. But Memphis played good. You know, offensively, we struggled scoring, and Memphis had a lot to do with that. We had 15 offensive rebounds. I thought we played hard. You know, we only had 10 turnovers. Tramon Mark had a huge wide open shot in the corner that I thought would have, you know, was a dagger shot. Justin Gorham had a wide open 3 at the top, a dagger shot. He had a little 5-footer on right under the basket, a dagger shot. But we kept getting stops. But it was just one of those games, you know. We're fortunate and blessed to be on the other side of it. But Memphis is a good team. They're what we thought they were. We knew they were good coming in. They're not better than we thought they were. They're exactly what we thought they were. I hope that the committee does the eye test on them. You know, if you do the eye test on them, they're going to be ahead of a lot of teams. You know, they can compete with anybody. You know, they do well in anybody's league. They're athletic. They guard. We got a bunch of guys that can score points. That was a good win for us today. On a day that maybe we weren't at our best. Find a way to win to give our kids a lot of confidence.
We'll go to Joe Brison with KTRK. Joe, go ahead, please, sir.
Hey, Coach, can you just talk a little bit about just the emotions of the senior day ceremony? I saw DeJon kind of wiping his eye, and you were kind of wiping your eyes a little bit. Can you just discuss that a little bit, Coach?
Yeah. You know, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker at senior day ceremonies. You know, there's so much you invest in these kids. You care about them. You know, I mean, I love DeJon. I love Justin. I love Brison. This team's had to overcome a lot. You know, sometimes I have to remind people this team lost 4 starters from last year. You know, Chris Harris, Nate Hinton, Fabian, Caleb Mills. You know, 3 of those guys could be on this team, but and that really put a pinch on our bench. Although the one guard we played today off the bench wound up being the hero, but you know, we got a very tight knit group. You know, think about it. That's the 2nd consecutive season we've finished undefeated at home. You know, DeJon Jarreau has been here 3 years. And I don't remember how many games he's lost in the conference, not many. The guys that have been here 2 years, they're undefeated. Quentin Grimes never lost a game at the University of Houston. You know, I don't know the number, but these guys are used to winning. They're used to succeeding. And sometimes when you're used to winning, you find a way when maybe that way won't present itself. But this is a very tight-knit group. We have a family. When I say a family, it is a family. I have 4 former players that are on our staff: Mikhail, Hollis, Quantus, and Kellen. My daughter Lauren is as valuable as anybody in our operation. I mean, it's tight-knit. You know, we had a senior ceremony last night that we do every single year, where we allow the kids to write something down, a memory, something that they'll remember them by. It's a way to honor and show respect to the seniors. We did it last night, and there was some tears shed last night. Sometimes you worry about the emotions of senior day carrying over into the game. But I thought our kids did a good job of getting over that. But Memphis came out playing really well. I mean, it did not, they got our attention real quick.
We'll go to Matt Musil with KHOU. Matt, go ahead, please, sir.
Hey, Kelvin, congratulations on the win. You mentioned Tramon Mark missing the corner 3, but you just stayed with him. Can you expound a little bit on Tramon? Of course, coming out of Dickinson is a tremendous player, but for a freshman to step up and make a play for you. Yeah,
we actually drew that up for Tramon. Marcus, we work on that kind of stuff all the time, late game. You never know. We just haven't had any close games this year. Even the games Tulsa loss was close. Who's the other loss? Wichita State. Well, we had the ball with a chance to win at the end there. We forgot what color jersey we were wearing that day. But we haven't had that situation. But we practice with Marcus throwing it full court. And we always put a man on the ball. You know, we'll put Kieran Powell as our tallest guy. We'll put him on the ball to obstruct his view. And Marcus made a great pass. I mean, he made a great pass. And the last thing we told Tramon in the huddle was, you're going to have time to catch it and dribble it and get the shot off. So don't catch it and throw up a vomit shot. You know, you're going to have time to catch it and dribble it. So, you know, I think we crossed DeJon and Justin and had him come right up the middle. But the kid made a hell of a shot. I mean, that was a heck of a shot. Just like the Poole kid from Michigan and just like the Hero kid. Yes. Sometimes you're the pigeon and sometimes you're the statue.
We'll go to Andy Yanez with Andy. Go ahead, please, sir.
Kelvin, the ending, not do you feel like a game like this was going to help your team? And like, do you feel like a game like this your team needed heading into, the American?
Yeah, probably. Memphis is playing really good. They're athletic. Penny does a really good job of coaching them. They got great size. They're not an easy team to play against. And I enjoy playing against really good teams like that. If you look at our non-conference schedule this year, we were scheduled to play at Alabama, LSU at home, South Carolina at home, Florida State, Tennessee, Oklahoma State, Seton Hall, Virginia Commonwealth, we're all in the same tournament. But that's why I schedule those games, because those teams are really good. Memphis makes you better. And I do believe, and we may see them next weekend. We may. I mean, there's a chance. I think we both have to win, and you never know. But there's a chance, and we'll look forward to that game. But winning the game's important for a lot of reasons. You know, being 14-3. You know, the team that won our league went 11-2, and we went 14-3. And I think in a COVID year where a lot of teams didn't get to play makeup games, when there's two teams that are kind of neck and neck, I thought this was the year that the commissioner certainly could have said co-champions. You know, I mean, we could easily have been co-champions today. You know, we played 17 games. Wichita State played 13. So we played 4 more games. We have 1 more loss, but we also have 3 more wins. But that being said, congratulations to Coach Brown and Shockers. He did a hell of a job. He got my vote for Coach of the Year, that's for sure. But I know how big this game was for Memphis, and they put themselves in a position to win it. So congratulations to them, but also congratulations to us. On a day when we weren't at our best, we found a way to win, and we're very appreciative of that.
I have time for a couple more questions. We'll go to Chris Baldwin with Paper City. Chris, go ahead, please, sir.
Coach, what made you call that play for Tramon, and was it something you saw in practice, or how you thought they were going to defend it? What was it that made you run?
The only decision for me, Chris, was the play is set. I knew I was going to run that. It's just a matter of who I was going to put in the anchor spot. And you know, we ran Quentin. We started him at half court and ran him to the ball, and he drew one guy. There's a guy on the ball. So now it becomes 3-on-3. We split Justin and DeJon, and as they were splitting right at the X, right in the middle of the X, Tramon came through, and Marcus threw him a great pass. And after that, it's all Tramon. I had confidence that he had the best chance to make it of anybody on our team, because I've watched him in practice enough. You know, the wide open shot he had in the corner obviously was a wide open shot. Maybe he's not ready to make that shot, but he was fearless on the last one. So proud of him for that, for sure.
Time for our last question with Coach. We got Chris Gardner. Please, Chris, go ahead.
Coach, will the lineup you use with Justin and 4 guards we'll see more of that down the stretch here?
Not necessarily. I thought their 5-man, you know, they were hurting us with a simple short roll versus a long roll. And so we went, put Justin at the 5 because he's our best rebounder, and put the 4 guards so we didn't have to guard a pick and roll action. We could just switch it. Of course, we set switching back 10 years because they were faking the handoff, turning, going to shoot a layup. I mean, come on now. I can see them getting one of those, but you got to figure it out. You can't call timeout and tell you what color is in front of you. It's red, it's red. It's green, it's green. But credit Memphis. They saw that we struggled with that action. They kept doing it. But, you know, I just liked our toughness down the stretch. 2 tough teams, 2 good teams. You know, Memphis easily could have won that game. Just like we easily could have won the Michigan game. It happens. Sometimes the team that plays the best doesn't always win. We all know that. There's nothing fair about a competition. One team has to win, one team has to lose. But really impressed with Memphis. That's an NCAA tournament team. I don't think our league gets nearly the credit it deserves. You know, there's so many people that are going to announce and that's connected to, you know, this league or that league that, you know, spend their time talking about the other leagues when they're doing our games. But if you paid any attention to Memphis, You know how good they are. And the same thing with Wichita State. Wichita State's really good too. I mean, we have 3 teams in our league, and I think all 3 teams are very deserving of being NCAA tournament. And if they got in, I think all 3 teams have a chance to do well once they get in.
All right, Coach, thank you very much for your time.